Do y'all feel like the crime in the country is a big issue?
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's getting crazier and crazier, it seems.
I definitely think crime is an issue throughout the country. It seems like it's getting worse, I guess, by the weeks.
I've always been careful being a woman living solo in the city, so, if I'm ever walking at night, I make sure I have a buddy with me. I spend a lot on Ubers, but that's just how life has to be.
Violence, man. Shooting the guns.
The guns?
Right now, that's what it is.
Probably crime. I would say, yeah. A lot of people are getting shot around here.
Safety is on the ballot in America. Welcome to Cross Country. We're just 3 days out from Election Day, and our nation's crime crisis is at the top of voters' minds. Public safety should be our leaders' top priority, but it's become a political football. Violence is bleeding from once shining cities into suburbs and beyond. We once demanded accountability and justice. Now there's just a revolving door for repeat offenders. Pleas for protection are being answered with denial and finger pointing. But regardless of politics, lives are being forever changed, cut short by criminals who now feel the law is on their side. So when you cast your vote on Tuesday, you may want to ask, which side is your candidate on?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
The polling, I just think, again, I just want to remind people, on the morning of the presidential election in 2016, the New York Times, not a conservative newspaper, said that Hillary was going to win that day, 85% chance of her winning, only a 15% chance of Trump winning in the 2016 presidential election on Election Day. Yeah. And the same thing happened in Michigan in the 2016 primary between Bernie and Hillary. That morning, the Channel 2 News in Detroit said that Hillary was going to beat Bernie by 26 points. And 12 hours later, Bernie wins the Michigan primary by 2 points over Hillary. So listen, you just got to dump all this stuff out of your head. Don't be in a place of despair, and trust that your fellow Americans do not want to go backwards.
And I want to also add your voice to what happened in 2016, because you, from the get-go, were saying Trump would win. And that was something that, you went against the New York Times and the different polls and everybody else was like, there's no way. Even analysts that on election night were like, what just happened? So you had that. Why are you so optimistic in general? What are the tailwinds that you are feeling that keeps you thinking that Democrats are going to do okay in these midterms?
Well, first of all, I don't live in a bubble. I spend a great deal of my time in the Midwest. I travel the country making my films or whatever. So, I pay attention. I listen to people. And it's not, and it wasn't just the 2016 election. The night I won the Oscar and I go on the stage and I, said, I just want to say that it's the fourth night of the Iraq War and we're not going to find any weapons of mass destruction. And I got booed off the stage. And I was thinking, well, why did I say that? Because I'm not a weapons inspector. What do I know? What do I know? I think I'm just like a lot of basic everyday Americans, pay attention to what's going on. And it was clear to me in the Midwest that Trump was going to win. The only way he wasn't going to win is if we got the vote out for Hillary. And she lost Michigan by 2 votes per precinct. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how close this can be this Tuesday. And while I'm optimistic, as you said, I'm very optimistic because there are more Democrats registered to vote in this country than there are Republicans by about 20 million.
At this moment, with a few notable exceptions, most Republican politicians aren't even pretending that the rules apply to them anymore. They're not even pretending that facts apply anymore. They just make stuff up. Josh's opponent was at the Capitol on January 6th. He was there. He wasn't just an observer. John's opponent hired people who were there to work on his campaign. He decided, I don't know if it was the guy with the Viking hat or who, But he decided I need that guy on my campaign. Both of them to this day, have refused to say that Joe Biden won the last election. Now listen, I understand that democracy might not seem like a top priority right now, especially when you're worrying about paying the bills. But when true democracy goes away, we've seen throughout history, we've seen around the world, when true democracy goes away, people get hurt. It has real consequences.
Turning overseas now, in the meantime, to the war in Ukraine and Iran's 180 finally admitting its part in helping Russia. ABC's Tom Soufi Burridge is in Kyiv. Tom, good morning. The Iranians admitting to supplying Russia with drones.
Good morning, Janae. Yeah, an extraordinary about-turn from the Iranians, finally admitting they have supplied Russia with lethal drones, but claiming it was done before Putin invaded. Overnight, a blunt response from Zelensky, the president accusing the Iranians of lying, and the Biden administration privately encouraging top officials here in Kyiv to drop their public refusal to engage in peace talks with the Kremlin, according to the Washington Post. Now, this is not about the US forcing Ukraine to the negotiating table, but possibly asking them to keep the door for talks at least slightly open. Ukraine, though, firmly believes its only real option right now is to force Moscow into submission on the battlefield. As one Ukrainian official told me, diplomacy will have its day, but now is not the time. Whit?
Tom Soufi Burridge for us. Thank you.
The music world is mourning the death of singer Aaron Carter. The 34-year-old was found dead in his California home yesterday. Authorities say he was found in his bathtub, but a cause of death remains unknown. Carter rose to fame at a very young age, known for his music and acting career, but battled mental health issues and addiction in his later years. Camila Bernal has more on his life and legacy.
From a young age, Aaron Carter was in the limelight. The younger brother of Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter had his own success as a child pop singer. Songs like I Want Candy and Crush on You raised him to fame. Aaron Carter died on Saturday. Authorities giving no information about a possible cause of death. His debut album, Aaron Carter, was released in 1997. He had already performed as the opening act for the Backstreet Boys. Carter was also known for his roles on TV shows like Lizzie McGuire and Seventh Heaven. He was also on his family's reality TV series, House of Carters. In 2017, Carter came out as bisexual and later received an outpouring of love and support from his fans and other celebrities. In 2018, he released his fifth and final album, Love. Over the years, Carter publicly talked about addiction struggles. Here he is on an episode of The Doctors in 2019.
The reason why I went to rehab is for huffing. Aerosols. Duster cans. That's why I went. I lied to you, and I lied to you, and I'm sorry, and I'm here to make amends.
He also opened up about his battle with multiple mental health issues, including multiple personality disorder, schizophrenia, acute anxiety, and manic depression.
That's my truth.
The fans constantly supported him and are now remembering the pop star. Many on social media saying they're saddened and shocked and sending prayers to the family. He leaves behind his 11-month-old son, Prince. Aaron Carter was 34 years old.
Oh my gosh, that is so sad. Camila Bernal, thank you so much. And of course, we have just heard now, just moments ago, from his brother, Nick Carter, posting on Instagram saying, in part, my heart has been broken today. Now you get a chance to finally have some peace you could never find here on earth. God, please take care of my baby brother.
That food prices soar, and so do companies' profits. They write, some companies and restaurants have continued to raise prices on consumers even after their own inflation-related costs have been covered. Is this evidence that there's much more than just market forces at play? I mean, at what point do consumers stop tolerating the price increases?
Yeah, I actually think this is evidence. You know, this is a consistent trend we've seen across sectors. It's not just food. We've seen it in the auto market has been a really clear example. Auto companies have raised prices by a lot more than their costs have increased. You see it in a lot of different service industries as well. I think that it actually is a reflection of market forces more than anything. What we've seen from these companies is that they're seeing customers that aren't shying away from purchasing even as prices increase. And obviously corporations at the end of the day are out to make money. And so they see this opportunity to make a lot of money in this sort of inflationary moment by pushing up prices by more than their costs have jumped. I think the idea is that if the economy slows, customers are going to be less willing to tolerate those big price increases, and that may sort of stop that profit taking. But for now, we haven't really seen clear signs that it's cracking.